For the last 2 weeks in therapy, um, we've been talking about um, my my feelings towards other people and how I can't seem to connect with them still, and how there hasn't been a change in the way I feel about other people, in the sense that when people talk about their problems, it doesn't impact on me. Um, I kept using the word care, like I don't care about other people's problems, but we know from previous blogs that my usage of the word care um, is always misunderstood, that I misunderstand the word and its meaning and things. But we were just talking in therapy about how when someone comes to me with something that doesn't involve me, I get irritated, and I'm just not interested in hearing about all that, and that obviously impacts on making new friends. Like, you know, I don't want to be alone, but at the same time, I don't really want to learn about anyone new. It's it's like I'm just stuck in this void of not knowing what to do, and a lot of it comes down to not trusting other people, um, and having this fear that they can read my mind, and you know just it's hard to explain, just without hard to explain without me sounding like some weirdo. But I just feel that when a conversation isn't about me, or not about me as a person, but it doesn't involve something that I've been a part of, it my brain just switches off. It just doesn't none of this impacts on me. And it's like with the group therapy, I'm still finding it really hard to engage in it, because I don't really, I'm going to say the word care again, but I don't, what people bring to the group doesn't impact on me. So I don't feel an empathy towards them. I don't, I can't understand why something has upset them so much, or you know it's horrible to think that the time when I had to bring to the group that my friend had died, everyone in the group had some response. Like, they were upset, they were shocked, they had some feeling of an emotion. But in the same session, someone mentioned how one of their friends had committed suicide, and although the situations were different, I couldn't empathize with that person. I couldn't understand the grieving process he'd gone through. It was None of it made sense, except how I was feeling towards my friend. And I don't know, it just makes me feel so, you know, subhuman, that I can't do this, or, you know, just, I don't know, it's just, I guess I just hoped that by this point in my treatment, like, we're almost halfway through it, that things would have changed and be different, but they're not. They're the same. I'm just able to articulate it better in my therapy sessions. you know, it's just, I don't know, just, you know, I feel like whenever I'm in conversations with other people, I'm just acting, I'm just playing this role that's expected of me, given the responses I'm expected to give. Whereas half the time I just want to be like, I don't care. I really don't give a shit. And actually mean it, you know, I actually would mean what I was saying. Especially when it's the same sort of situation repeated again and again and again and again and again. It's just like, just fucking deal with it, you know? It's, I don't know, there's other things as well, like, you know, when she asked me why do I need friends? What is the purpose of, you know, having friendships? It's it's so I don't feel so alone, and it validates my existence, you know. So by having someone that I can communicate with, it stops me from being a ghost. Because, you know, when I'm on my own and no one can see me, I feel like a ghost. And when, you know, you have this interaction with someone, it makes me feel real, like I do actually have a physical form. I'm not just this entity that doesn't exist. um but I just can't trust people. I just can't, you know, accept people for who they are or what they are. It's inside, there's always so much going on in my head. I'm always questioning everything, like when they're gonna ditch me, when they're gonna get rid of me, or how long, or what do they need from me? What do they get from me? What am I giving them? And the only thing that most people give me is this comfort, you know, and that's the only reason I can explain my friendships, is that there's a comfort and it prevents me from feeling alone. And I don't know, it's just, I'm just fed up of feeling empty, and, you know, not being able to enjoy moments because there's so much going on in my head, and I can't stop what goes on inside my head. And yeah, just as well, you know, I don't know, but, you know, on in other areas, the antipsychotics are working. I'm not seeing or hearing as much stuff. I'm not as paranoid as I normally am. So that's all beneficial. But because they've taken away this stuff in my head, I can't write anymore. I can't sit and write. I can't even write my diaries. You know, everything just, you know, I just can't keep my train of thought from, or concentrate on anything. It's just yeah, I just feel so useless, you know. And I don't know, it's to that point that I'm deciding, well, thinking of whether or not I want to come off them again. But I know that I'm meant to stay on them, but it feels like I've lost part of myself again. And I always said that one thing I wouldn't want to happen. So we're just going to have to see, you know, what I decide to do. But yeah, so that's it really. I have my review session on Monday, so I'll see you then. So yesterday I had my review with my psychiatrist, and it went pretty good. I told them about the return of the question in my head, and things like that, and she told me a little bit more about their plans for my future care, and the main bit is that once I finish my treatment at this place, I'll be transferred to a new care team with the psychosis team. So she was saying basically they're not going to just finish my treatment and then leave me on antipsychotics without anyone. So she said that obviously my psychosis is an issue, obviously of concern. She's also thinking about seeing if I can do some occupational therapy to kind of, I don't know, improve my life skills and probably my social skills and stuff. But she's got to check with the psychosis team about that as well. She just was like, I'm telling you this because I'll be leaving at the end of next month. And it's like, great. So that's another psychiatrist I've had that's disappearing off into the unknown. But there's going to be she's going to write out a transfer, not transfer. My treatment out for the next one, so there shouldn't be any change to what's happening, except there's just a new person to deal with. So yeah, that's it really. How do I feel about it? I guess it makes it all the more real, like your problems all the more real when you kind of realise that even after 18 months of therapy, you're still gonna have a care team and still gonna be in treatment in some form for something that they can't really treat at the moment. So yeah, it's comforting to know what the future has in store for me. I've just got back from group therapy, and today I'm just really frustrated with everything because, you know, it's been 8 months, and you would have thought that after that time I would understand this group therapy bollocks, but I don't. I turn up every Monday morning just to listen to people whine on about their problems, and I don't care. I have nothing to say to them because I don't care about their situation or their problems. I just want to turn around and say, you know what, grow up, or shut up, or just deal with it. It's just, I don't understand why I have to sit and listen to other people's problems, you know, and then why should I have to bring something for them to dissect? Because I don't care about their opinion. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't affect my life. It doesn't impact on me. It's just, you're a room full of strangers that come here to whine about the smallest of things. And, you know, today I wanted to talk about, say, the fact that in the future I'm going to be referred to the psychosis team, and the fact that, you know, I'm trying to understand this whole psychotic illness when I don't understand what it means. Everything that happens to me is real, and I, I can't understand, you know, they just throw pills at me, which I'm not taking, and I wanted to talk about that, about, you know, how I'm not lucky enough that after this, you know, magical 18 months of group therapy that I'll suddenly be cured. It's not going to happen for me. And instead, I had to sit there and listen to a repetition of the same old crap that I hear every week. And, you know, it's been 8 months and I've not got one single benefit out of this group therapy. One-to-ones, yeah, fine, I can get them. They're good, I like them. I understand what they're there for. But sitting in a room with 7 other people, if I wanted to go and do a fucking support group, I would join one. You know, not sit in Borderlines Anonymous. It's just, I don't. Maybe it's saying something about me, but I haven't formed a single bond with any of them. I don't care about any of them. They could get run over by a bus and I wouldn't care. And I don't care what they think about me. It's just a waste of my fucking time.